Hi guys, welcome to day 22 of our mindfulness challenge. Today is Thursday. I almost forgot what day it is. And Thursdays we do things that involve you writing something down. So today's challenge is fairly easy. You might already be somebody that does this on a regular basis, but if you're not, again, this is all about challenging and doing things that you maybe typically don't do. And it's all about writing down a goal of something that you would like to accomplish. And there's no other qualifier. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It can be a small goal. It can be a big goal if you'd like it to be. But the idea is that most of us have things that we'd like to accomplish, whether they're short-term goals like, I want to go to work today, I want to eat healthy, I want to exercise at some point today, whatever. Those are short-term goals, but we may have longer-term goals like you want to go back to school and get a degree, you want to buy a new car, you want to go on vacation, you want to get a new job, whatever. And then there's everything else in between, whatever it is. And there can be a real power in writing down your goals. And by writing it down, I don't mean that you have to share it with somebody else, although you may choose to, and that could have its own sense of power, because often when we not only write something down, but also share it with someone else, it tends to take on a life of its own and you may actually move toward that goal in a way you wouldn't if you didn't share it with somebody else. But that's up to you. For this challenge, I just want you to think of a either short-term goal, something that you'd like to accomplish by the end of today. Maybe it's something you want to accomplish by the end of the week or the end of the month, or something bigger, something that might take you a few weeks or a few months, or even something that might take you a few years, something that means a lot to you and that you think there's value in you doing. And maybe, again, you can definitely use a short-term goal, but if it's something that you kind of know that you're always going to do anyway, that's not really what I'm talking about. Something that is a goal of yours and it might take some doing to get there. Okay. So I think you get where I'm going with this. So write it down. And again, you can choose to share it with somebody else or you can choose not to. But no matter what, I want you to take the time to actually write it down on a piece of paper. What is your goal? Very clearly, easy to understand. And I want you to mail it to yourself or put it in an envelope and put a stamp on it. But you're not going to mail it right away. I want you to put it away. And at the end of this challenge, which will be in another week or so, I'm going to remind you about this letter, and I'd like you to pop it in the mail then, because it's going to give you a little distance in between the time that you wrote it and the time that you're going to mail it. So you're going to mail it to yourself, and it's up to you when you get it in the mail whether you actually choose to open it or maybe wait for some period of time. But I want that letter to be there just for you. You don't have to share it, so that you can open it up and you can say to yourself, yes, this is something that I actually have worked on, or yes, this is something I have accomplished, or maybe you changed your mind and it's no longer something you're interested in, or sometimes what happens is we forget the goals that we've made for ourselves and time goes by and we haven't actually taken the first or the second or the continued steps that are necessary to make that goal happen. So if that's the case that you're in, sometimes having that visual of something that we wrote in our own handwriting that's addressed to you is a great reminder of, you know what, this is something that was really important to me. It was important enough that I wrote it down and I need to take some action to make this thing happen. Again, that can be an extremely powerful, mindful experience that keeps us focused instead of, day after day, just kind of going through the motions and doing things that really aren't our goals. What are we actually doing every day that are helping us get to our goals? So again, this might be something that you do on a regular basis. Many people keep journals or they have, write down goals that they'd like to accomplish. That is something that I do on a regular basis, and I think that it's fairly helpful. but it's always a good reminder to check in with those to see how you're doing and to see if you're still on the right path. So let me know if this was an activity that was worthwhile for you. Let me know if you routinely write down your goals, if it's something you don't do very frequently, and if you think it makes a difference either way. I would love to hear what you have to say. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like my videos, and share them if they were useful to you. And as a reminder, for the rest of this week leading up to Sunday, if you participate by commenting under the videos or in the Facebook group, I will add your name to my final drawing for one more giveaway of a really nice meditation pillow that I will give away on Sunday. So make sure that you're participating, and I will talk to you tomorrow.